Solving the opioid epidemic has to include finding other ways to treat pain. That's what one of the nation's largest research institutions is trying to do. And that's welcome news to a local woman who battled an addiction for more than 10 years. 13 News Now anchor Janet Roach introduces us to her.
Ebony is undergoing treatment for opioid addiction and is feeling so much better these days, but it's been a rough road. Her case, among the thousands across the country, is what has the National Institutes of Health looking for better prescriptions for pain. Within the halls of the National Institutes of Health Clinical Center, the largest hospital in the country, completely dedicated to clinical research, may lie an answer towards solving the opioid epidemic.
People are dying, people are suffering.
Suffering sounds like an understatement to Ebony, mother of two, recovering opioid addict.
I was trying very hard to look like I had it all together and everything was normal. And I didn't at all.
Already plagued with a host of medical problems.
Rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, cancer.
Ebony was one of 100 million Americans in chronic pain.
My doctors gave me anything I wanted. I was overprescribed, and I did not want to believe I was because I wanted the pills.
Morphine, Percocet, fentanyl patches, and more.
Every morning, the first thing I did when I woke up was take pills. I didn't get out of bed before I took pills.
Which brings us back to the clinical center in Bethesda, Maryland.
Opioids and pain has become the NIH's main priority.
NIH Dr. David Thomas is promising that their new public-private collaborative research initiative will help people in pain. Simple fact, he says if doctors had better alternatives to opioids, they wouldn't prescribe them, but they don't. NIH is spending $400 million on pain research.
So this $400 million is not going to find the magic bullet, but hopefully we find drugs or treatments that work for some people, drugs and treatments that work for other people.
The goal is to develop new, safe, and effective therapeutics, not only for chronic pain, but for opioid abuse in half the time it currently takes. And they are approaching it from several different angles, even looking at behavioral and non-pharmacological treatment methods. One study targets veterans who need surgery. The trial requires them to participate in what's called acceptance and commitment therapy, stress-relieving exercises to help treat pain.
Nobody has looked at the underlying issues of each person. You can't put just a label on, we're going to do this for everybody. I think I'm right where I need to be.
A friend told Ebony about the Hampton Roads Clinic as part of the Community Services Board.
Truthfully, it was the person that I went to buy pills from. They said, well, I know there's a lot going on with you, honey, but do you ever think you take a little too much? And I was like, I know I take too much.
But she's now coming up on her 2-year anniversary of being clean.
I get a certain dose of methadone. And I have counseling, and I have group counseling.
And she recently got married, she says, to her best friend. As for coping with her medical problems, her pain meds are being closely monitored.
My conditions are not going to go away, but there's other ways of dealing with them.
Ebony says counseling at the Hampton Roads Clinic has been a tremendous help to her, and she's confident her road to recovery will continue. If you are looking for help, we have contact information in this story on 13newsnow.com. Janet Roach, 13 News Now.